Let's be honest, when most people think of Christian music, words like cheesy, generic, boring, predictable all come to mind. Something's clearly not working. And if you're a Christian working on your own music, you'd probably struggle tapping into that place of making songs that are deep and powerful and unique. I've spoken with thousands of artists, and yeah, everyone wants to go beyond the cliches and cookie cutter formulas to actually express the kingdom of God in a real way. But there seems to be a gap between what you're called to and what you're actually making. I'm going to show you exactly why that is, but it might not be what you think. Hey, Kyle here. I'm starting this channel because there's something about music and our lives and the kingdom of God that's all trying to come together and make sense. And what I'm about is unlocking artists to make the deepest songs they've ever written. Hopefully, everything I do on this channel is about being authentic, being genuine, not playing these silly games of music industry trends and what the market wants, and making music that's commercially viable and getting industry secrets from the pros. This channel is all about cultivating a lifestyle of making rich, deep, powerful, daring kingdom music that changes people. And if you're like most artists I work with, you've got a calling on your life to make something unique. Songs that hold magic and wonder. Songs that find Christ in all the broken moments of life. Songs that shake a person in their bones, unlike anything they've ever heard. But actually making a lifestyle of creating this world-class music is a mountain that very few artists climb. And way too many songwriters are spending years, stuck in this little box feeling like, well, I know there's this deep expression within me, but I don't know how to get it out there. And it's overwhelming. I mean, this feeling that you're called to something that seems impossible, and yet you're still making, good songs that you're not even really proud of sharing with others. I get it. But here's the deal. This isn't simply a problem with your songs. It goes much deeper than that. Anyone can write songs. I mean, there are 13-year-olds right now in their room writing their first songs. Just making songs doesn't mean you're climbing up that mountain. And if you're just trying to find the right producer or find the right promotion tactic or find the right industry connection to get your songs out there, you're never going to tap into what you're truly capable of as an artist. So you have to start with you, your calling, your vision you have, the dream deep inside. If you want to write deep kingdom songs, the first thing we have to tackle is all the BS around why you're not doing it already. And the truth is, your excuses aren't helping you. You might have 87 reasons why you feel like your dream isn't going to work. You're not good enough, too old, not qualified, not creative enough, no one will care, can't focus, family and work to juggle, you're wasting your time, it's a pipe dream, you don't have the right connections, you're let down too many times in the past, you don't have the money, you're not motivated, you're way too busy. That's all crap, right?
It's not true. That's impossible!
And honestly, if there's not really any reason why you shouldn't chase after your calling, I want to challenge you. What's really been stopping you from playing all out? I mean, in a year from now, let's just say you feel way more alive and connected and powerful and confident and you're taking risks and you're being adventurous as an artist. Why would you not chase after that with everything you've got? The reason is because that dream is just a nice idea, but it's not something that most artists are fighting for. So the truth is, you've got to own it. Every single one of my clients came to me in some way frustrated and scared and insecure and stuck, hopeless. Sure, some of them didn't know how to play an instrument. Some of them had hundreds of half-written ideas sitting in a notebook. Some of them thought they were way past their prime. Some of them hated their lyrics. Some thought they couldn't find the money. Some felt unworthy spending that money on themselves. Some made excuses about, I don't have time. Some of them didn't even like the idea of getting uncomfortable in front of people. But what they all had in common was a fire in their bones. And at some point, they had to make a decision that enough was enough. They had to own it. They had to own it with their craft. They had to own it with their skills. Own it that on some level, they were burying their talents in the ground. They had to own the fact that this wasn't just a hobby. This was a calling in their life, a calling that they had to embrace and say yes to and dig into the mess of their life. You see how none of that has anything to do with building fans or learning promotion tactics or silly industry tips on how to write chart-topping songs. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Christians who think that it's about the stage and fame and fans and status and a successful career. And I don't mess with that crap because I know after working on thousands of songs, the formulas and songwriting hacks and marketability BS don't do anything to unlock a person. And when an artist gets unlocked, man, it's life-changing. It's priceless. And I know if you're watching this, you really do want to impact people with wildly unique music, and you're ready to own it and dig deeper creatively. But I also know that your strategy probably sucks.
What did you say?
I mean, if you're an artist going towards a vision, you need an actual game plan. The strategy of, well, I just need to find more time isn't getting you anywhere. The strategy of, well, I just need to get inspired again, it hasn't worked for years. The strategy of, well, I just need to get focused and practice my instrument more, that's not actually creating great melodies and lyrics. And the strategy of, well, I just got to find the right promoter who can get my songs out there, that's what 1,000 other people are saying. You don't have a strategy because you don't know what to fix. And I believe the only thing holding you back is that you need an amazing proven strategy and someone skilled enough who you can trust to guide you towards putting into practice. And that's what I want to give you on this channel. It's knowing what your habits are, knowing how to bust through creative roadblocks, and knowing when you're playing it safe and staying comfortable, knowing how to translate what's deep inside without it coming out like a hot, mediocre mess, and knowing when you're settling in your songs. Hint, 95% of artists are settling. There are plenty of YouTube songwriting tips out there. They don't really work. There's plenty of nice, neat, packaged, safe Christian music out there. It's not working either. You know, I tell artists all the time, we don't need any more of that. You don't need to add to that. We're called to chase after more, to innovate and dig deep and be really raw. I believe you're here to release Jesus music that touches people deeply. And I believe that your songs can bring healing to a broken and hurting world. And I believe that if you were unlocked, man, you could create music that you can't even imagine right now. But no one's really talking about the unlocking, like what it's actually going to take to walk out your calling and what it's going to require in your identity. So look, on this channel, I'm going to be doing everything I can to help you believe that your calling is worth pursuing with everything you've got. We're going to tackle these 3 things. I'm going to be brutally honest about the excuses we make, the fears, doubts, and insecurities and inadequacies that hold us back. I'm going to try to be encouraging to push you towards your greatness, to own it, to say yes towards this journey of making music that goes beyond, cookie cutter, predictable, plastic Christian music. And I'm going to talk about the strategy of climbing up that mountain, like what it's really going to require from you, where the pitfalls are, and what would best get you towards your dream. So look, here's what I want you to do. If you're thinking about someone right now who's an artist or a songwriter or a music maker who you know who could really use this, just send them this video. Send this to them and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Check this out. I think this could help. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. I'm not here to gain a big following. I'm really here to help a very small niche of Christian artists who want to go after more. And I know from my experience that fire has to be kindled in artists big time. The people I work with, they use this stuff on a really personal level and developed a whole new way of making music. And something happened. They began writing the kind of songs that they were born to write. Helping unlock artists to release mind-blowing songs is my mission, and anything I can do to help you get there, I'm going to do. So I'm excited for this journey. Come along for the ride. Let me know in the comments either, what's holding you back or what strategies or insights you're looking for as you go on this journey. So looking forward to connecting more, and we'll talk soon.